My name is Palworld Tyson, and I'm about to do a wheelie on this thing over a first edition Palworld TCG Error Booster box. Just messing with y'all, there was nothing in there. But I did want to let you guys know that I ended up switching from my purple deck to upgrading my red and blue structure deck to compete in my tournament this weekend because of this comment right here by a user. And I think it's going to be pretty consistent, so let's go ahead and check out the deck and run a few games on palworldtcg.gg and see exactly how well it can perform on my tournament this weekend.
We've got 3 Jormuntide Ignis because I only pulled 3, and look at that. That's even the one with the bullet hole from that intro a couple videos ago. Still works just fine. We've got 3 Suzaku Hellfire Wings. This is a great card, pretty much the basis of the deck, right? It's going to buff up all of our other gears for everyone we have out. So if we have all 3 out, that's going to be 600 damage to each red source that does effect damage like these Blazemots. So I got 2 of those. And that rounds out our lucky package. We've got 8 pals here. Looks a little wonky, but these are the only ones that I pulled, so we went with that. And I was lucky enough to get 4 Reptyro Ogre Ore Gorgers. These are great to pull out those gears from the deck. We've got 3 grappling guns to stand up these late game guys and really push for advantage towards the end game. We can also pull those out with the Reptyro. And as far as our damage effect package goes, 4 single shot rifles, 2 from each structure deck. I pulled 1 pump action shotgun, 1 axle strategy. We've got 3 makeshift handguns, and instead of the 4th makeshift handgun, I'm running my single mounted machine gun. For more effect damage, we have these Kitsunes. These are actually slept on. They're really good. They're going to deal 1200 damage to something that costs 7 or greater. If you're playing against black or green, there are a lot of cards that are 7 or greater that cost less than 1200, so it'll be a free wipe. I've only got 3 Primitive Furnaces just because I pulled 3 Primitive Furnaces. It's a really good card in the deck, and I'm rounding out the draw engine with just 2 Stone Pits. That's 10% of the deck dedicated to card draw. And since this is a red and blue aggro deck, I did cut down our interrupts. Usually I run 8 to 10, but we only have 6. 4 of the Foxparks and 2 Blaze House. Now here you're saying, Palworld Tyson, that's not a 50 card deck. What are you doing with the other blues? You know I had to throw in the Pingola nuke package. So I've got these antique dressers to turn any of our guys into a Pingola. And in addition to that, we've got the Pingola package. We've got 4 of the Ford cost that's going to draw a card whenever it dies. 3 Pingola rocket launchers. 4 I thought would be a little too much because if you have 1 out, it's kind of doing the job already. And also, I only pulled 3. And finally, 2 Victor strategy. You can return a pal to the hand with this and push for game, late game, if they've only got 1 blocker up. Just get rid of it. But more often than not, we're just going to use this first effect, dig through the deck, top 5 cards, and try to get a combo piece. And that's the whole deck. So I figured just like last time, let's go ahead and throw this online, see how it performs, and we've really got to decide before tomorrow, that's our tournament day, which of these 2 decks we're going to run. Alright everyone, I think it's time to put our meager deck building skills to the test. Can we build a decent deck out of just the 4 booster box we pulled? Tried it with purple. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't love it. It wasn't the most consistent. So can we do it with red and blue? I'm going to go second, which is good. I do want to mulligan this hand. Thank you. All right, so looking a little bit better. We've got some stuff we can do off the rip, but I think it's in our best interest to just rest 3 and draw a card here. We pass back over to Champion Blue. I'm going to be disappointed if they're not playing blue. Close. So they start off with the lamp, very similar to what we would do in our last deck. We do have a few options. Nothing too aggressive. We have 5 mana up. What I want to do is play this grappling gun. It does cost 5. It's nice to get it out early. And now we can use it for the rest of the game. As far as I know, there aren't many cards that are going to remove a gear from your base. Alternatively, our opponent's building up their defenses. They've got the lamp. They've got the wooden wall. They haven't activated the lamp. But that's okay. They're thinking about it. They rest 3 to draw. And that's it. It's been a pretty slow game so far. So I've had nothing to really spend my stuff on. But since he's wide open, let's do this. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that wooden wall. Clear it out of the way. We don't really have any reason to save this interrupt because we've got 1 in hand. And he's 3 strike. He's thinking about whether he wants to discard to save the wall. If I were him, I would just let it go. And he does. So he's going to draw up to 7. 8 now that he starts his turn. And we'll see what he does. He's got 8 souls available to him. A ton of cards in hand. And he's going to spend a single shot rifle on one of our creatures. So he's playing purple-red. That's actually a really interesting combination. He's got 2 Depressos out that he can buff up and hit us. But that's only going to be 1 each. We managed to dodge 1 damage there. Can't complain. Will he attack with this Depresso or will he save it? And he saves it. I don't really want to waste a Blazamut just to remove Depresso. You know what I mean? So, against my better judgment, let's hit it with the handgun. And then we'll put out this Fox Sparks, just using it aggressively. Obviously, we're going to be able to stand that back up at the end of the turn. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit the opponent for 2. And damage check is good. He's going to stand up at the end phase. I think it's pretty good to just rest 3 and draw a card before we end here. And we'll pass it back over to him. So Ignis Breath, not a bad card, destroys our Fox Sparks. He plays the Daydream, but he has no Daydream in hand. That's something I didn't like about the deck before. But he can easily make it night without discarding. And he's going to hit us for 1,200. But still, just 1 strike. We lost a grappling gun there, but I'd say that's not too bad. The cool thing about this is now he is wide open. And we've got our Jormuntide Ignis right here. I'm just going to go ahead and give it the grappling hook early. He's at 1,900. And we're just going to threaten 4 strike. Big numbers. Much bigger than the purple deck can do. Does he have an answer? Yes, he interrupts. But let's do this. Let's stand him. And we'll discard this machine gun because we have no wooden resources. And the antique dresser because it's not valuable to us right now. And we'll just attack him again. And the damage check's good. 4 cards. He doesn't hit a lucky. First time that's happened in a while. I'm feeling good. Why don't we just throw out this primitive furnace just to have it out. And we'll end the turn. Our Jormuntide will get stood. This is looking very good. Now he did destroy it. Oh, okay. I was like, how did he destroy it with a single shot? But no, he actually played a Strike from Darkness. That's good. And he's just going to attack into our furnace. That's fine. It's going to save us 1 health. And unfortunately for him, we still have some heat out. So let's buff him up. And then we'll just hit face again. We're threatening game. If he doesn't have an interrupt. Unlucky. Last card. And it was a Menacing, so he's got that in his grave. Interesting. But we're safe to end. And this grappling hook is a lifesaver. Perfect blend of offense and defense. I can attack freely. Not worry about any retaliation. It's not likely, at least in this deck, that he's going to have something that's going to beat 1,700 attack. Shadowbeak will do it, though. He's going to make it night. And if I were him, I would just pass. Pass turn, sack the Depresso, and kill our Jormuntide. Will he do it? Hits us with the Ignis Breath. Interesting. I guess it doesn't matter. If I don't block, I could prevent the Shadowbeak from attacking. But if I do block, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll block there. We'll just take 3. He'll go to end. Otherwise, he would just sacrifice the Depresso and kill our Jormuntide anyway. It stays at 1,900 because of those 2 lamps. Better card than you think it is at first glance. That is the truth. We've got a couple options. Let's start with this humble Pingullet. And I'm just going to hit him for 2. He may think I just want to draw a card. He may let it go through. And that is fine. We have a bunch of life. Life is a resource. He is going to be wasting cards to try to get his advantage back. But it may be too late. I'm going to put a Stone Pit out, distract him with it. He might want to attack into it. That'll save us some more life. It is a good play because he's only down to 2. And it's the first Felbat I've actually seen. I liked him when the game first came out, but after I saw these other crazy effects, kind of a bad slot to waste on a lucky. But we'll see. He makes it nighttime. His dudes are big, buffed up. 2 lamps, both giving him 300 each. And he's just going to go face. It is unblockable, so we do have to take 3. But the Shadowbeak is not unblockable. But he ends the turn. That may have been a mistake, because we can do this. Pingullet Rocket Launcher. Buff our Pingullet. He's at 1,100. Not quite enough, is it? We're going to shoot that. 13, 15. What do you know? It's just enough. So we're going to wipe his board, draw a card from it. We drew into a Suzaku, removal for next turn, and we'll end. He's at 4 life. We're at 6. He plays another Daydreams Necklace. See, that's the problem with this deck. Late game, if that's all you got, it is really an underwhelming play when your opponent's got stuff like Blazemuts and Suzakus. Doing a lot of drawing, activating the Daydreams, buffing up his pal. Never a bad thing. All right, and he ends. He is at 1,300, but we do have a way to deal with this. Suzaku's going to deal 9. And of course, the makeshift handgun's going to be buffed, but it didn't even have to be. We're going to give him Vigilance, because why wouldn't we? And let's just attack in for 3. It's a big 3 damage. He's got 2 souls up. He may have an interrupt in hand. Or even worse, he just hits another lucky pal. Unlucky, but that's okay. Going to stand up our Suzaku with the grappling gun and pass back to him. Or another Fellbat. These are kind of nasty late game. I might have misspoken. The fact that you can't block these is really good. And on attack, he's going to gain a life. Just 1. But just like that, we're down to 3 and he is up to 5. I don't love it. I don't love it. Luckily, a single shot's going to get rid of that. Oh, and he's got a wooden wall. Unlucky. Let's get rid of that with our Pingullet. We'll put the grappling gun back on Suzaku, and we're just going to swing back in. He's got no souls, so if he wants to block it, he's going to have to discard 2, and he can't. So he takes 3 and goes down to 2. I do like this new UI, by the way, so shout out to palworldtcg.gg for updating that. We're going to stand back up. What is he going to do? It's a Menace Sting. Gives it the Daydreams. Buffed up with the lamps. Interesting. Is he going to keep it up? He's in a tough spot because he knows we can just board wipe. So anything he plays, if he's not removing this Pingullet, we're going to be able to wipe. But maybe he forgot about it. Let's do this. He's up to 800. Up to 1,300. 15. 17. Destroy it, draw a card. He's going to get to add a card back to his hand. He's probably going to add an interrupt, but he's going to have to discard to do it. And what should we do here? I guess it all depends on if this attack goes through. And they interrupted. I kind of do. I'm not going to lie. I kind of do just want to push for game. So he's only got 2 health left. I'm attacking him for 2. I've got to believe he doesn't have another interrupt in hand. He hits a lucky. That could have been the game. That could have definitely been the game. But look, he's kind of locked because we've got an antique dresser. So now we can make any of our guys a Pingullet next turn, including the Blazemut. In board wipe, all we have to do is discard a card, and we have the cards to do it. So I'm going to pass back to him, stand the Suzaku. That grappling gun early has been clutch the whole game. Can he dig himself out? Honestly, if he has another Fellbat, we'd kind of be in a bad situation because we can't block it. Okay. There it is. Can we hit a lucky? Our opponent saved the game multiple times. No. All right. I think the deck played really well, though. I'm just going to chalk that one up to bad luck. Let's go into a couple more games and see exactly how it performs. Feeling good about this one, though.